Hi, today I'm going to talk about another important skill, the power of mindful listening, which is a very important communication skill. What is the difference between mindful listening and ordinary listening? Ordinary listening involves a lot of distractions. You might be listening to your child while on your phone, while on your laptop, while cooking, cleaning, talking to others. That's just listening. But mindful listening is totally different. When you are in the present with your child, when you're observing his or her body reactions, her body language, emotions, that is mindful listening. And when you sit quietly, nod your head, make eye contact, and say, "Yes, I am listening to you," without distractions. That is one of the most powerful tools in communication. So let's talk a little more about mindful listening. Just let's look at very briefly the benefits of mindful listening. When you do mindful listening, it increases the communication between you and your child, between you and your partner, your spouse. It increases a bonding between the both of you. It improves clarity. What is this communication that is increased? When we sit, make eye contact, talk to your child, listen to his problems without any distraction, and most important, when you clarify by summarizing what he wants to tell us. When we say something like, if your child comes to you and says, "I do not want to go to this maths class because of this. And if you summarize it after listening to him without interruption, without any judgmental attitude, and say, "What I understand is you do not want to attend maths class because you feel the teacher is this. When you have confirmed what your child is trying to tell you through his emotions and his body language and his words, verbal communication, you have established an open communication with your child. And believe me, it takes you a long way, right through teens, right through adulthood. He or she is always understanding and comes back to you for advice or talk about it. Sometimes it's just talking. They do not want our advice, but just talking so that he or she comes up. One of the most important things about this is we help the child in problem solving skills. When the child knows we understand and we ask him or her, "So what do you think should be done?" He or he himself will come up with problem solving things. Maybe he cannot escape the class, but maybe he will say, "I think I might have to read a little more about this particular concept so that I am able to answer what he's trying to tell." So it increases problem solving skills, decision making skills. It reduces stress and anxiety because your child knows you're on the same page as him or her when he's trying to tell you something. In a nutshell, what does mindful listening mean? It means carrying a non-judgment attitude in your conversations with your child, listening to him or her. Do not unnecessarily interrupt. Clarify. Most important in this kind of skill is when you clarify by summarizing what he's trying to tell you so that he confirms. He says, "Yeah, Ma, you understood what I'm trying to say. Yeah, Dad, you understood what I'm trying to say." That opens communication. This leads to a strong bond, a strong relationship between you and your child, and is one of the important tips in good parenting. And if you want to know more, if you want to know more examples of how to communicate with your child by using mindful listening, do get a copy of my book, which is going to be released soon on all the online platforms in the month of June. It's called The Day She Remembered Herself. It's all about good parenting, and it's good not just for the mothers but for dads too. So let's look forward to it and have a lovely day. Thank you.